Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Jaspreet Kaur, and on this particular channel you will be learning different topics of your class 8 social science. And this video it is in continuation of the last three videos that is related to your chapter 2 of geography. So now let's start the video. So now I will be showing you two different images. You have to observe these images and then you have to answer my question. So the first image is related with a beautiful landscape in which beautiful trees and flowers are being grown. And then the second picture is related to the farmland where the crops are being grown. Now you have to tell me from where do these plants they get nutrients to produce food, or from where do these plants they get water for their survival. So well, the answer is soil. So these plants they get nutrients and water for their survival from the soil. And in this particular video, we will be learning that how the soil is being formed, what are the different layers of soil, and what different factors affecting the soil formation. Now, what is soil? So soil is the thin layer of grainy substances covering the surface of the earth. So we know that our earth's surface is covered with the thin layer of soil, and this thin layer it is also made up of grainy substances. So you must have touched the soil and you have experienced that in soil we have a very small and rough particles present in it. So this rough and small particles are called grainy substances, and this is present in the soil, and this make the soil very rough in texture. And this soil is formed with the help of the process called weathering. So what is weathering? So suppose this is a rock, and this rock when it is exposed to a very high temperature, it is further broken down into different and small rocks. And these small rocks they further made the soil, which is made up of organic matter, rock particles and minerals. And now when you dig the earth, you can find different layers of soil, that this grainy substances is further divided into different layers. Now if we talk about the layers, so we will see that how different layers of soil is having different uh, characteristics. So the first layer is having and named as topsoil. So in this particular soil we plant trees, so that we plant seeds so that different trees are being grown. And in this particular soil the plants they get nutrients or humus which is required for their growth. And below the topsoil we have the subsoil. So this part of the soil is a mixture of sand, silt and clay, and in this layer it is very rich in minerals, and also the roots of the very large plants they can reach to this particular subsoil. And after the subsoil, the third layer that we have is weathered rock material. So this layer, it is a devoid of different organic matters. And the last layer is called the parent rock. It is also called as bedrock because this is the parent rock from where the other layers are being formed and the soil is being formed. So this is the fourth layer of soil. Now, here is one question for you. In which different ways we can make soil more fertile? As we know that fertile soil is very important for agriculture, and also it is good for the growth of different crops. So you have to suggest me the ways in comment section that how we can make the soil more fertile. Now, here is one question for you. So soil is made up of organic matter, minerals, weathered rock, or all of the above. So you have to choose the correct answer and you have to write in the comment section, and I will be checking your responses also, whether you have correctly respond or not. So now tell me, do every place have same kind of soil? What do you think? So well, the answer is no. We can find different kind of soil at different places, like some places have black soil, some places have sandy soil, some places have alluvial soil, and in some places we can find red soil also. So why we have different kind of soil? So there are different factors which are responsible for this variation in the soil. So the major factor of soil formation are the nature of the parent rock and climatic factors. So these two are the factors that is responsible for the soil formation. like the parent rock and the climatic factors. And apart from these two factors, the other factors that are responsible for soil formation is topography, role of organic material, and time taken for the composition of soil formation. So let's discuss these factors one by one. So the first factor is parent rock. So parent rock, as we discussed, it is the last layer of the soil, and it is a parent soil where the soil start being formed. So in this layer, it determines the color, texture, chemical properties that is present in the soil, and what kind of minerals we can found in that particular soil, content and permeability. So suppose if this is a India and in Deccan Plateau, we have a black soil. So this black soil is formed because when there is a volcanic eruption, because of that volcanic eruption, black colored rock are being formed in that area, due to which, because of weathering, when this rock broken down into different pieces, this create black soil in that particular area. That is how we can find black soil in the Deccan Plateau of India. Now, the second factor that is responsible for soil formation is climate. Like what kind of a climate that place is having, it also affects the soil formation. Like what is the temperature of that area, what is the rainfall rate of that particular area, and rate of weathering is also responsible, and humus formation. So suppose if this is a mountain area and it receives very high rainfall, so this rainfall, they erode the first layer of the soil to the plain area. And in this particular mountain area, we can find a thin layer of the soil and also which is infertile. So this is how the rainfall affect the particular soil that is formed in that particular area. Now relief. Relief, it affects the altitude and slope, and it also determines the accumulation of soil. So we can take again the example of mountain and plain area. So when we know that in the mountain area with the heavy rainfall, all the top layer of the soil is being eroded to the plain area. And that is why we can find the very thick layer of the soil in the plain area, which is fertile in nature. And in the mountain area, we can find the thin layer of the soil, which is infertile in nature. Then we have the flora, fauna, and microorganism. It affects the rate of humus formation. So flora means the plants, fauna means the animals, and microorganism, that is very small organism that is present in the soil and which is important for the soil. So what kind of plants are present in that particular soil and what kind of animals are present in that area, it also affects the soil formation, because when this plant and animals, they become dead, so this create organic matter, and this organic matter is further responsible for fertility of the soil. So this is how the flora, fauna, and microorganism affect the soil formation. And lastly, we have the time. So time determines the thickness of the soil. So as researchers and geographers found that it take 100 years to make just 1 centimeter of soil. So if in that 100 years, if we are using this that particular land for agriculture purposes, then after 100 years we can make 1 centimeter of soil. But if we are using that particular land for constructing our houses or for building our industries, so then we cannot make the thick layer of the soil after 100 years, because we are constructing houses on that particular land. So we need to use the soil, or we need to use the land in a very judicious manner, so that after 100 years a thick layer of the soil is being formed, which is helpful for the agriculture purposes also. So these are the different factors which affect the soil formation. So I hope it is clear to you. And then here is one activity for you. You can take a screenshot of this, and you have to identify the states which is having a alluvial soil, and which is having a black soil, red soil, and deserted soil, and the lastly mountain soil. So you have to identify the states in which these different types of soil are being found, and you can write your answers in the comment section, and I will be checking whether you have responded correctly or not. Now here is your test time. So you have to test your knowledge whether you have understood the concept or not. So the first question is, the major factor of soil formation is dash and dash. And the second statement is, soil does not vary from place to place. Is this statement true or false? So you can write your answers in the comment section, or you can Right, or you can check your answers at your own also, like whether you have understood the concept or you need revision for that particular concept. So now that's all for this video. So in this video we discuss what is soil, how it is formed, what are the different layers of soil, and what different factors affect the soil formation. So I hope you enjoy this video. So if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much. We will be meeting in the next video.